So over here, you got a single coming out live for everybody out here tonight.
Shifta's releasing the world premiere of his first single off the EP, Hungover, the video premiere. They released the song about a week ago virally. It's becoming available on iTunes tomorrow. Basically, he's an artist that's been around for a long time. He's a Caribbean artist with his nationality and his heritage infused in his music, but he's doing crossover pop. So he's bringing this synthetic blend in this genuine sense of heritage to a global culture, you know, and he's using his music as a way to kind of unite people and bring people to one place in a sense.
It's definitely very uplifting. It's one of those kind of sounds that like you gotta get your body moving.
Exactly. Yeah, and I mean that's the kind of life he lives. You know, we encourage our artists at Timeless to be themselves, and he's really a rock star. You know, so all of his music is very fun, energetic, party. You know, he always drives. He's a driver. He drives the party. He drives conversation. You know, and that reflects through his music.
And for yourself, for fans that don't know, what's going on with you, Rasheed?
Well, with me, I decided about a year ago that I wanted to get into the music industry. I had owned an entertainment company previously. We did event logistics, so like crowd control, security, staffing, and things like that. But I've always been an entrepreneur. I graduated from the University of Miami with an entrepreneurship degree, and I always looked for different business endeavors. I grew up with Shifta. He was like a brother to me, and I never found the music industry lucrative until I saw his passion and his willingness to cross over into a market that was a little bit more lucrative than a niche market, right? Which is this global market that we're attacking now. So I saw it as an opportunity for myself to get involved in his project, and I kind of used it as a way to kill two birds with one stone, to satisfy my brother's needs of management and a very strict regimen, which is necessary in this environment, and a way for me to kind of like get into an industry that I always wanted to be involved in.
So is there somewhere like directly outside of Shifta's own thing that like fans could go check out exactly what's going on with yourself?
Absolutely, yeah. Timeless has a website. It's timelessentonline.com. Shifta has a website. It's shiftafrost.com. His music's available on iTunes. On YouTube, if you look him up, you can check out all his new music. He's definitely going to be releasing a large portion of content over the next few months. So.
And I noticed he's got some big collaborations and stuff too. So anything tied into that coming up?
Yeah, he definitely does. We look to do collaborations with artists that are similar. Maybe they were urban artists before, they're crossing over into a pop market. For example, Lil Wayne, Flo Rida, or whatnot.
Keeping that Florida roots.
Keeping the Florida roots. Lil Wayne just moved to Miami. He's local. Flo Rida's from Miami. You know, so we like to uplift our immediate society.
So are we just waiting to hear Pitbull in that background too?
Absolutely, we've been working on it. That would be an extreme blessing for us.
It's definitely got that vibe. We're just waiting for that change of pace.
And to be honest with you, when we describe Shifta's music, we describe it like a Caribbean version of Pitbull, where Pitbull had that Hispanic influence in the pop music.
Exactly. Hey, well, I appreciate your time. Thanks a lot.
I appreciate you, man.
You just came a nice little journey to get down here. Where are you coming from?
Well, I was just in New York City a couple of days ago doing a couple parties. I did my second annual birthday bash in New York City. We did Miami. Now we're doing LA next week.
And I guess you're representing your buddy out here, right?
I'm here for Shifta and Plan B and everybody from Timeless Records.
So what's in store for you? I mean, obviously you're here for this guy, but what about yourself? What are we doing right now?
Currently, right now, I got the night show on 99 Jams. I do the mix at 9 o'clock with Felicia Monet. I got an album coming out. It's pretty much a dance album featuring a lot of urban artists, so I'm just bridging the gap of combining urban artists with electronic music. So that's my latest project that I'm working on at the moment.
Which is why this is probably a perfect connection being out here today.
For sure, of course.
And definitely that Miami scene, right?
Yeah, of course. Miami's a beautiful place, man. It's a melting pot, so it's a great place to be able to collaborate with dance music, urban artists. It's just a perfect place to be.
What's it about dance music that, I mean, it's such a big craze. I mean, we see all the influence going across the board, even in electronic music. music.
Right.
It's getting infused with. Why is it so prominent now, you think?
I think for a long time, over the past 2 to 3 years, a lot of music went like really heavy on the down tempo. So it was like a really slow moving tempo and a real slow moving pace. But the world is already moving slow enough as it is, with the people saying the recession and so on and so forth. So I think we need something to just uplift people, kind of pick up the beat and make people want to move fast instead of moving slow. So I think it's kind of like if you go to a club and you see slow music being played, everybody's moving slow. Once the upbeat stuff comes on, it makes you want to get up and dance. You really can't dance to the slow tempo stuff. So I think from everybody being starved from up-tempo feel-good music for so long, now it's even having a bigger impact because everybody wants to get up and dance now after being forced to be in slow motion for so long.
Yeah, and keeping definitely that happy vibe. I mean, no matter where you are, it's just
for sure.
always good spirits, right?
Yeah, for sure, of course, man.
And just kind of wrapping it up, I mean, over here, I actually here for Shifta and stuff. I mean, any possibility that you guys might even collaborate? I know you guys got your own thing.
I've known him for a long time. He's came a long way, and he's definitely up next, man. And I think he has potential to be one of the great ones. So I think us collaborating in the studio could be a great thing. Him with his island influence, collaborated with me on my dance influence. I think we can make something special happen. You know what I'm saying?
And for people wanting to check you out, where should they go?
They go to djaffect.com or check me out on Twitter at djaffect or facebook.com/djaffect. I'm all over that.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. And I'm here with
Shifta.
and you know what a night so far. We got the drinks going steady, we got the music video dropping.
Are you hungover yet?
Not quite yet, but you know what, we're getting there.
We need some liquor on the rocks for you.
It's got to be a great night though, seeing the video, seeing the vibe of the crowd. Just released it.
Yeah, man, it was love, man. I appreciate you guys coming out here, you know what I mean? Supporting the movement, supporting what we got going on. It really means a lot to me, you know what I mean? Been doing it for a while, so to have such a mass audience really gravitating and liking the music, I feel blessed, period.
And it's got to feel extra special just seeing, within seconds of that video going, you have the crowd dancing, like it's almost like uncontrolled, that music going, the voice carrying over, everybody's grooving.
It was love, man. At the end of the day, I always tell people, you got to make sure the people, because a lot of artists do it to, be on the radio or be on MTV or BET, that's cool, but to me, the first and foremost is the fans, people who really love music, you know what I mean? People who really follow it, because they're the ones that's going to tell the world about you if they genuinely feel you as a person or what you deliver in your music. And that's how I feel about my music.
And with the single just dropping, the video and all out here for the crowd, when can we expect to see the whole album coming out, Plan B?
There's no set date for the album. I would say maybe later this year, probably, realistically. But I don't want to really focus on the album more so than one song at a time. You know what I mean? I want to have one song at a time because it's a single-driven market right now, and that's just the reality of it. So the EP has 7 songs. I can tell you I love every song as much equally. There's 5 videos dropping for the EP. So this is the first video. The next video drops in about maybe 3 to 4 weeks. And we just shot a video yesterday that drops 2 months from now. So they can look forward to a lot of videos, a lot of music, a lot of content. And I'm back in the studio already. You know
already?
Already. I got a couple remixes coming out. I'm finishing my EP album, which is going to be about 15 original songs. And I do it for the people, man. You know what I mean? I don't do it for no other reason.
So you already doubled up. You said 7 songs. Now you're going to 15?
Yeah, because I have 7 already on this EP that's out called Plan B. You can get that at www.shiftafrost, www.timelessentonline.com. The EP's online. They can download that 8 original songs. Well, 7 original songs plus a bonus song, which I had released a year ago featuring Flo Rida. Shout outs to him. Shout outs to Lil Wayne on the remix of Hungover. And I'm already 3 songs into the complete EP album. So by next month, I'll be done.
And you obviously got those Florida ties and stuff, and got that beat just driven all over, riding it high with Flo Rida. Lil Wayne's out here now. Does that mean we're going to see somebody maybe like Pitbull or somebody in the works?
I mean, Pitbull is definitely, I admire and I look up to him as somebody I respect. I'm not going to say anything else because I saw Pitbull hand his own CDs out 8 years ago, you know what I mean? Which I do to this day. and I'm pretty sure Pitbull right now is the same hard-working person I met years ago. I actually opened up from a lot of shows. So I hope to live up to, you know, bringing Miami, putting Miami artists and, you know, the music on a worldwide basis like he did. You know what I mean? I really respect all the artists from Miami that went out there and took it to a worldwide level, because that's the focus, that's the goal right now for us.
And still playing home to your roots, being that Miami vibe.
Yeah, man. And of course, J.A. doesn't know what's up. We're from the islands, you know what I mean? Grew up back and forth, Jamaica, Miami, you know what I mean? So they don't know. We switch it up. We keep it locked, you know what I mean? Our bad man thing.
And for fans that don't know you, everybody always asks, like, influences and stuff like that. But what about outside the box? Not even another artist, but what's that vibe that's kind of speaking to you, that's getting you out there in this world?
Influence? I mean, you gotta look up to the greats like Bob Marley. I mean, like a Michael Jackson, of course. You know what I mean? That's on a extraordinary big level. But I respect every artist. I respect the big mainstream artists, such as the Chris Brown or Rihanna, down to the local artists, maybe a Briscoe or a Black Dada, because every artist has their own genuine style, their own music. So at the end of the day, I respect every and any artist that is passionate, and passionate about their music. And it's just not to do it because it's cool or because they want to get girls or women and none of that stuff, because at the end of the day, the fans or the real true music lovers, they'll figure it out if that's what you're about, or if you really just love music, you know what I mean? You can look all up the side of my sleeves, the side of my right and left arm. There's music notes tatted all on my body because I love it that much, you know what I mean? It's going to always be a part of me forever.
And that's probably what drives the music, because you got that lyrical onslaught on that stage. I mean, even over here, we heard you mixing it up from time to time.
Yeah, man, you don't know what I'm saying. But if I keep it jiggy, man, you know what I mean? You got to keep it different, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people from the islands, you know what I mean? There's a lot of islands. There's a lot of people from the islands, whether they're here, abroad, wherever they're at. But guess what? At the end of the day, we're all over America, we're all over Europe, we're all over all the markets, you know what I mean? And I know people always notice that island people always stand out because there's just something different about us, you know what I mean? So I feel blessed to be half island. My mom's from Jamaica, my dad's from Ethiopia, Africa, big up, you know what I mean? And I grew up in Miami, so best of both worlds, best of all worlds actually.
Well, I appreciate your time and where fans can go. You mentioned your website earlier, but why don't we mention it again everywhere where people can go check you out?
If you want, you can check out www.shiftafras.com, timelessentonline.com. You know what I mean? That's the website. Google, YouTube, Facebook, all that. You know what I mean? I love you all, for real, genuinely. You know what I mean?
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.
Alright. We just saw the video. We get it. We understand. You know that song. We get that. We get